Good day, everybody. You know what time it is. It's the weekend. It's another grind show, a Saturday show of things that are coming in the next week. Well, this week and next week to keep you in the know with what is going on. The grind show. It does exactly what it says on the tin, like Ron Sill. For those in the UK, I think they have Ron Sill. And as we say every week, this show would not be possible without the amazing work of Dan of Frontline MCC, who you can find doing a podcast with me once a week. Last week we reviewed Multiverse of Madness with all its kind of like tricks and surprises. This week I think we're going to have a lot to say about stuff with Act 6 changes, but mainly like the MCC calendar, if you want guides, information, keeping you up to anything going around the community, a free-to-play adventure, free-to-play guide. Loads of stuff is kind of like thrusted your way, so make sure to bookmark Frontline MCC, who you can find in the link, or you can find it in the link in the description down below. But without further ado, let's get cracking, and let's get cracking with the Saturday. What's on a Saturday, Rich? Not much dropping now. As I try to bet Sean Connery for some sort of reason. Not much drops on a Saturday, but there is stuff that's coming on. We have got the refresh as we normally do with the Incursions Milestones. Very important for those who want a little bit of gold, and also those artifacts, Incursion artifacts, to buy crystals. Very, very handy if you want to specifically grab or have a good chance or a better chance of grabbing specific base champions. Hence, that's why we've got the likes of Karina's challenges, which, as I said, very, very important. We've also got, coming on Saturday, a Class Catalyst Arena. As soon as it pops up, it's gone. As soon as it's there, meh, you know, all that lovely stuff. There's also the last day of a queue. Now, like myself, many other people doing the map 8. We're doing now map 8 quite regularly, and it's good. It's good to do that, but yeah, very, very important when it comes to knowing what's happening with that, and the lovely rewards you get from doing the more difficult of those content. But yeah, that is when it's going to end. And also, as we gear up and get closer to an Alliance War Season 34, yes, 34 is coming, there's going to be Alliance Wars on. I think it's very important to get your training in, especially if you're going into that new season. Let's now move on and talk about Monday. So on Monday, there's actually a fair few things going on, but one of the main things is for those that have Black ISO Market, it's a refresh, but also a refresh on the 6-star Hero Feature Crystal, and as well the 5-star Hero Crystal. This is good for those that want to get some of these crystals for a lot lower the cost, and look out for other things that reset from time to time in it. I don't personally spend within the game anymore, but yeah, it's nice to kind of like know that there's some things open for those that buy the sigil on a monthly basis. Definitely means to kind of think back in when I spent in the game and when I was looking at the sigil for more value. But in any case, I digress. Moving on, and the Ikaris Arena and Beast Arena will have its round 2. We've done predictions for this particular arena recently, and I went for 55 mil for Ikaris with, and potentially 60 mil might have to push for. And as well with Beast, I went for about 60 mil for this one. Especially, I think that Ikaris might do more than Beast. Going back over a Doc Ock arena recently, where Doc Ock went for 52 mil. So I do think that Beast as a featured champion would go a lot less. Potential buff in the future? Maybe. Who knows? It's also going to be AQ Enlistment. Yes, as soon as an AQ cycle it begins again. That's very important. Also, there will be an Alliance War on for those that are indeed interested in doing it, and especially with the kind of like the preparation and teams ready for the Alliance War season, the 34. I think it's important for players to kind of just get like a little bit of a taster going into the midweek. And Tuesday, the British Day of Chewing, doesn't really give much on, except for we've got the Trials of Madness. Of course, that's going to be on for players that want to do it. There is 5 rotations of it. So yeah, look out for that Trial of Madness week number 3 dropping. And do bear in mind for those that are, I think it's Thronebreaker, maybe it's Cav Thronebreaker, not quite sure. You were able to get Legendary Madness. You're 3 of 5, so you do need to do a further 2 in order to get the nice tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic fragments that you get from that. That's something important to mention. Also, AQ will start. Indeed, look out for that starting. And the final thing that will be happening on Tuesday will be the Alpha Cat Arena. Always nice to see the Alpha Cat Arena drop. And I know there are players out there, as we say each week, that do indeed do the Alpha Cat Arena. Just get those catalysts. Wednesday now we'll see, of course it will see, a week number 3 of Eternity of Pain. Do bear in mind with the point situation and what you need to accumulate. It's going to be very important for those that Thronebreaker players. Paragon, I don't know if it's going to be so much of a struggle, especially because, you know, Thronebreakers are trying to get up to that Paragon titleage, and it's definitely going to take a full kind of like chunk of points. The most Thronebreaker player can get is upwards of 16, which will definitely mean that you will have to grind out the last one in order to grab, I think, a good amount of the tier 3 alpha and tier 6 basic available to you. Do bear in mind this does reset a few times throughout the year, or the latter point of 2022, so don't feel too pressured by it. If you are trying to get Paragon, you know, don't burn yourself out on the game in order to kind of chase it. There will be stuff like 8.1 will drop at a later point. There's Korean's challenges to do. There's probably other content to do that's going to come out your way. And also these side quests monthly basis that give out some stuff. So thumbs up with that particular stuff. What else is happening on Wednesday? Well, there is something very important, as we've been hinting to in this video so far, and that we've got a new season of Alliance Wars, and yeah, season 34 is upon us. So yeah, very much good luck to everybody that is indeed doing Alliance Wars season for the 34th time. Now we're coming close to the business end of the week. The first part with the business end of the week is a Thursday. What is significant about Thursday, Rich? Well, first of all, we have got an Incursion milestone reset. Now, that's not so important, Rich. What is the most important thing? Well, we've got ourselves a little Wong Arena. That's good. Well, Wong Arena, I know there are people out there that would be interested, including myself. But I actually realised I might be away. I might be on holiday, so that's maybe something that I might not be able to do. But as Alliance Wars on, I think it's the first for the season to jostle for position. But what is else so significant? What is going to be the most important thing? Well, there we go. It's going to be the Doctor Doom basic arena. So if indeed correct, there should be an arena for this. I don't think about what this champion is going to go for cutoff wise. I'm going to do my predictions next week, but it's a very scary prediction always to do, especially because of the extent of players' interest in this champion, the prestige elements of it. There's a lot of variables that will push this 6-star and even the 5-star a lot higher, so do be warned with that particular arena. Now we end with Friday. What is happening on Friday? Well, the tier 4 basic arena is on. That's the first thing. So look out for that. But this could be new content drop day. Now, if I remember rightly, with some of the roadmap, there could be a story that's within there that could be kind of like alluded to and could lead to having some, you know, random champion that should be in association. Really hope it's something good. Is it going to be a tie into a movie-based character? Probably not. We're still 1 month out, or sorry, 2 months out from Thor: Love and Thunder. And let's face it, Command, we're going to do some champions to tie in with that. Fingers crossed it's going to be something that's going to be in a later trailer, but I do get the feeling it's going to be a Jane Foster Thor type new version, or Valkyrie, which is a definite lock for people's interest to see. But you never know what could drop. We could even have Meek within the game. We had Rintra, and if you've seen Multiverse of Madness, you'll know why it was just a bit ridiculous with it. But those that have watched the film will know exactly what I'm talking about, and those that haven't, hopefully I haven't spoiled too much with it. And yeah, at this point, this is the grind tip of the week kind of section, and I kind of figure out ways of like what is the best kind of thing to do for this, and I will kind of balance it between like those that maybe don't like Eternity of Pain that much, or kind of find it annoying and stuff like that. So if you don't like Eternity of Pain, then I would say that getting revives and health potions is probably going to be the main thing in order to do to top up health. A lot of the way these bosses work is that if you come back with like a 20% health from a revive, level 1 revive, it doesn't really kind of cut the mustard, so to speak. So you need, and to kind of explain that term a little bit more, is you evidently need to have like more health in order to deal with certain problems, especially if you run like Suicide Masteries and champion selection becomes a bit problematic. I mean, King Groot last week was good against the content, but the biggest problem that I faced was the extent of degen on me, but also the problem with the champion, the Crossbones champion, not throwing special attacks, which meant that I was just like getting degen and having to wait for my regeneration to come back on me. So it was a longer fight and it was a bit boring. But I would say that if you're looking to grab revives and health potions, which is a very important thing, is do 22-hour events. Now, as soon as I finish recording this video and edit it, I'll have to get myself, you know, quickly in to kind of do the arena wins, so I can get myself the revive and health potion and units that come with the solo event. do solo events as much as possible. Plan your grind around these solo events, even event quest completion, which I do tend to avoid from time to time. I shouldn't. I should really kind of have more effort to go into some of the different types of Cavalier difficulty. Although at this given stage, I'm just a bit bored with Cavalier difficulty on a monthly basis. I'll do a completion, a video for it, but I don't make any plans to 100% them each month, just based on the fact that it goes out of the meta of what I'm interested in. And what I'm interested in is Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic, which is why I've been ramping up my work on Karina's challenges. Funnily enough, over this weekend, I plan to do Teams Plenty and King of the Combo as my next Karina's challenge to do. And then after that, I'll be focusing on things like Revolution, once we've had the updated things for Act 6, and then kind of looking further to Abyss-based stuff, kind of going down different paths. I might do the only mutant champions in your team roster, Mutant Domination, as my next one, and then kind of like leave my Come Out to Play and Karina's Challenges as my last two for Karina's Challenges to get close to Paragon, which is like, you know, I think I'll do Volume 2 as opposed to Volume 1. But saying that, I may decide to change that and do some Labyrinth stuff. It just depends on what I'm interested in and what I don't get completely bored at, because sometimes it can feel a bit boring. So it's important to kind of like just kind of rein it in, just go like, okay, what are you interested in? Find your fun. And it goes back to that kind of like saying, you know, if the fun stops, stop for a while. Come back to the game when you feel like you're having fun. In any case, in a good place playing the game, and hopefully that didn't go on too much. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Check out some other content. Good luck next week with all that stuff dropping and that arena. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.